So it's time for a little bit of real talk. For the past couple of months, we've been feeling, I don't know, like honestly tired, restless, and in need of a serious break.
We were on a break, okay?
Not that kind of break, this kind of break. So we are trading in California sunshine for cozy sweaters, roaring fires, moody skies, and an unforgettable break in France. This trip is our version of a much-needed end-of-year reset, with long walks, amazing food, a few castles, and places we've been dreaming about for years. If you've ever dreamed about seeing France in the autumn, or you just need a little escape, here's your chance to grab a cozy blanket, get comfy, and join us. Buckle up, because we are off to see France. But first, we have to get there. There's no line virtually. Next stop, Paris! I'm gonna do that, we're gonna try to sleep.
She's gonna sleep a lot. I probably won't sleep at all.
Not with that attitude. hours flight. I think I got probably 2 hours total sleep.
I got 0.
Ouch. Alright.
So, some espressos. Here we come.
So we need to stay awake for at least another 14 hours, I think. I mean, if you weren't feeling lightheaded before, try getting through this. We were running basically on no sleep and still had a full day of sightseeing ahead of us. So honestly, this next part felt like a miracle. We booked our hotel through booking.com and it included a free one-way airport taxi to our hotel. You always wonder if those things will actually work, those free promos, but walking out of baggage claim and seeing our driver there waiting for us was such a relief. Straight into Paris, no stress. You know, it's a cold, brisk morning here in Paris, but I think it's actually the best thing to wake us up because, you know, we had that overnight flight and we got very little sleep, but the nice cold air is better than a cup of coffee, I think. We arrived at Hotel Royal Saint-Michel in the Latin Quarter, right near Notre Dame, and thankfully our room was ready early, giving us just enough time for a much-needed power nap before the day really began.
So the elevator is one person at a time. So I'm meeting Teresa at the second floor. I thought I was meeting Teresa on the second floor, but I guess I was on the floor 1.
It's like the ground floor to the ground floor.
All right.
I'm just so glad to be in the room right now.
There's Teresa, hard at work. So we have, sorry for the camera issue there. We have some coffee here, some water, a TV. This is our view. Teresa's coughing. She's got horrible allergies. There she is, sneezing. This is the bathroom.
All right, so we are here at the Hotel Royal Saint-Michel, and thank God we were able to get an early check-in, because I do not know what I would do if I just had to keep going. As you can see from this big vein in my forehead, it's been a long day of traveling. You know, we left San Francisco at 2 in the afternoon on a Friday and landed here in Paris around 10 a.m. and it is now noon. Thank God we were able to check into our hotel. We have about an hour to take a very quick power nap, and And then we're going to head over to meet up with our tour group to visit Versailles. And we are very excited for that. And I am very much looking forward to that tour. So priority number one right now is to make sure that we get a little bit of sleep to make sure we can power through the rest of the day. What a difference an hour makes. We were able to nap, shower, change, and now I feel like if not $1,000,000, at least $1,000. We are heading to our meeting point to meet up with our tour group, and we get to see one place that's been on Grant's bucket list for a long time.
Versailles.
The Palace of Versailles. Let's go.
All right, so I'm standing outside of Pierre Hermé. We just got dropped off by our Uber. We got about 30 minutes of sleep at the hotel, and we just met with the Viator tour guides, and we're going to be taking the public metro to Versailles. Really excited to go to Versailles, somewhere I've always wanted to tour, get inside, walk around. I've heard it's incredibly beautiful, so today's going to be an exciting day.
A little bit of extra caffeine for the road.
Yeah, especially after 30 minutes of sleep.
We met our tour group at Place de la Résistance and headed to Versailles together on the metro. One thing we really appreciated about this tour is that it includes metro tickets both ways, which is huge if you're nervous about navigating the metro system, buying tickets, or dealing with scams or pickpocketing, which honestly we saw enough scary stories on Instagram that we didn't want to worry about that. Our guide had everything ready, so we didn't have to figure out anything by ourselves. The trains run every few minutes, and the ride was surprisingly clean. And about 35 minutes later, we were stepping off at Versailles.
All right, we got our audio guide, our earbuds.
Yeah, and we're gonna get our tickets here soon.
Yep. I don't know where Versailles is in relation to this place, but I guess we're close.
We'll follow the group.
Yeah.
All right, bonjour from the Palace of Versailles. We're here outside of the main gates, which are
Gold.
completely covered in gold leaf. They definitely don't do subtle here, but it's very beautiful. So we're just waiting out here for our guide to get a special sticker, and then we are on our way inside and out of the cold. So let's go. You know, and actually, while we wait for our guide, I want to talk a little bit about the walk over here. So we took the metro as a group from the Place de Résistance in Paris, and it's about a 30-minute metro ride out here to Versailles, which isn't bad at all. It was a very nice, warm, cozy, clean metro ride, and from the metro station here in Versailles, it is about a 10-minute brisk walk to the palace, so very doable. And I'm getting recorded here twice.
Double trouble.
Double trouble. So we are both ready and excited to go inside.
We were about
you. So we finished the first part of the tour, which is the inside warm part, and now we are back outside heading to the gardens, the famous gardens of Versailles. Our guide gave us a quick rundown on the royal gardens, including how wildly expensive they are to maintain. And then she set us free. We had two options. We could either head straight back to Paris with the group or stick around and explore on our own. And if you know us, you already know which option we chose. All right, so we have tickets in hand.
Tickets in hand.
Grant's got them. We are on our way to the petite train, the little green train that's going to take us to Marie Antoinette's personal palace.
And it's absolutely freezing, but nothing's going to break our spirit.
It's so cold. Like, my hands right now are like frozen. We got our tickets. Like little doors. Cute.
After you, madame.
Carriage awaits. Cute. So we are officially boarded on the little green train, and we are, I think, just waiting for a few more passengers to show up before we take off here. But our guide, so our tour of Versailles is officially over, the guided part of our tour, and honestly, I thought that was a fantastic tour. It was great having someone so knowledgeable about the palace, the history, all of the stories, and I really liked having a little audio guide and earpiece because it really allowed us to move through a bunch of crowds and through all of the rooms that we got to see, and we didn't really have to stay super close to our guide. We could kind of look around, take pictures, and still have her voice in our ears. So I thought that was really awesome. I highly recommend that tour. And if you guys are interested, there's going to be a link in our description if you want to book it yourselves. But like I said, we are on the little green train right now, just waiting to depart the station, if you will. And our tour guide had said that if we wanted to see Marie Antoinette's house, it would take about a 30-minute walk from where we are in the gardens right now. We're literally just in front of the palace, and I think on a normal day I would enjoy a nice brisk 30-minute walk, but it is so cold right now. I can barely feel my hands, and I feel like paying €9 each to ride this train is a worthy investment, just so that we get there sooner. And it is a little bit later in the evening, and you know, it does feel like winter now, so we're losing daylight. Let's just get there as quickly as we can and as easily as we can, so we can maximize our time here.
So a little bit of a party foul here. So I guess they were still selling tickets to come see Marie Antoinette's palace, but it's not open. So it closed at 4:45. So I guess we're just taking a nice long cold train ride through the beautiful Parisian countryside. So, you know, not all bad. It's a great experience, I guess, to see this, and you know, it'll give us a reason to come back. So next time, if you're here, make sure to find out that whether the palace is open or not.
All right, so we are back here where we started, in front of the Palace of Versailles. It is now completely dark, and I would say a silver lining of making that very long detour on the little green train is that we actually get to see Versailles illuminated. and it's really beautiful. Check it out. As we said goodbye to Versailles, we had two options on getting back. Either walk all the way back to the train station in the cold and use our return ticket, or take an Uber. In the interest of time, warmth, and sanity, we chose the Uber, especially since we have some very special dinner plans waiting for us back in Paris. It's 7:45 and we are back in our hotel room and all dressed for dinner. And I am super excited because our restaurant for tonight is going to be the oldest cafe in Paris. It's so historic, so iconic that actually Napoleon himself ate there. And as a promise that he would actually pay the bill that he ran up, he left his hat. So yes, we are going to the one and only Le Procope. As you can probably guess, Le Procope is one of the most in-demand dinner spots in Paris, which usually means a long wait, unless you have a reservation. We booked an 8:30 table and walked straight in, 0 line, 0 waiting. While everyone else was standing around hoping for a table, we were shown to ours immediately. Highly recommend having a reservation. Here's everything we ordered, what it cost, and our honest ratings. Alright, this is the French onion soup. Oh my gosh, this is the best French onion soup I've ever had in my life. No joke, and I'm not just saying that.
Really?
It's just so savory, so...
What is that?
It's the French onion soup.
Oh.
Look how cheesy this is. Okay, look at this. This is one big thing of cheese. And I am not complaining. This looks delicious. Yum.
Ravioli and bread. It's very good.
And now I am trying Grant's starter, the ravioli. That's really good. We're 2 for 2.
Yeah, so far so good.
This is the delicious scallops with champagne and creamy risotto. This looks so good. Perfectly seared scallops in this yummy creamy sauce with this really cool Parmesan crisp here. It's so good. It's like melt in your mouth. Good. Delicious scallops. Perfectly seared.
Medium rare. And it's actually really good. Nice French fries. In France. Good stuff.
If you've been following us for a while, you know that I cannot have a savory without a sweet. So, of course, I am checking out the dessert menu. And there are so many amazing options here. Like there's a pineapple puff pastry. There's, some tiramisu. But honestly, I think I have to go with the profiteroles that they've been serving here since 1686. I mean, if something's been on the menu for that long, it has to be a winner, right? So that's what I'm going with. Grant's gonna try something different just so that we can each try, well, this is the first he's hearing of it, but I'm gonna try some of his dessert and he can have some of mine, but he's gonna get the moist chocolate cake and he's pairing it with a nice Cabernet, so it's all about pairings. Actually, edit that. I am also going to get the Procopio's coffee ice cream. So I am a huge fan of coffee ice cream, but I also feel like it's particularly fitting here because Le Procope is one of the first places, I think maybe the first place, to really democratize coffee. And this was one of the original coffee salons in Paris. And great minds of the Enlightenment, lots of philosophers, authors, came here and would discuss their amazing ideas over a cup of coffee. And so that kind of established the coffee culture around the world. And I feel like I can't leave here without trying the coffee ice cream. So there it is. I'm getting 2 desserts because it's vacation and there's no rules. And as Grant said, when else are we going to come back here? You know what I mean? It could be a while, so might as well enjoy it while we're here. First, the famous profiteroles. So good. Also has that like nice sugar crisp to the profiteroles, but it's not too sweet. And now for the famous coffee ice cream. Chocolate and whipped cream. This is so decadent. It's really good. And the chocolate cake. Dig in. I am stuffed. We definitely had our fill of dessert and a couple of things that we couldn't quite finish, but I'm really glad that we got to try all of the things that we wanted to try. But the evening is not quite over. We still have one thing that we came here to see that we are determined to see. This is where we had dinner tonight.
Yes, incredible food, incredible wine. The atmosphere was incredible. We talked to people, at different tables next to us. It was just a really friendly environment. Food was certainly Michelin guide, and we would love to come back. Great pick, Teresa. This is a must return.
As we wandered back to our hotel through these dreamy streets, Paris still had one last surprise waiting for us on our very first night. Snow! And just like that, we got the perfect way to end our first night here in Paris. A beautiful snowfall, and I think last night was the first night it snowed, so tonight is just night number 2 of the entire fall-winter seasons of snowfall. So what a beautiful way to cap off the first day here that we have in Paris. Can't wait to explore more tomorrow. Good night.